PSLE commonly tested heuristics part 3. Okay, this is work backwards. How do you use work backwards for this kind of questions? Okay, how do you spot it in the first place? You will see that they gave you a total and then they tell you 2 different situations or even 3 sometimes. It depends on how difficult the question can be. So in the first situation, Abby gave 1/4 of her cards to Benny. Then, second situation, Benny gave 1/11 of the total cards to Abby. In the end, Abby and Benny had the same number of cards. Whenever you come to this kind of question and you notice that there is internal transfer going on, meaning somebody gave somebody something and that somebody gave that something back to that person. So Abby and Benny basically gave each other things, and so the total doesn't change. And at the end of everything, they have the same, which means Abby and Benny both has 100 each, because 200 divided by 2 is 100 each. They have the same at the end. Given that this is a work backwards method, what did Benny have before situation number 2 happened? The thing is, Benny gave 1/11 of the total number of cards to Abby, which means at this current situation, Benny only had 10/11 because he had given 1/11 to Abby, which means this 100 is his 10 units. If Benny has 10 units and that is equivalent to 100, his 1 unit is 10. And he is supposed to have 11 because Abby gave him something. So his 11 unit is actually 110. When he has 110, that will tell you that Abby actually had, because their total is 200, if he has 110, Abby is supposed to have 90. Why is it that Abby has 90? Because Abby gave 1/4 of the cards to Benny. And so Abby at this current situation only has 3/4, which means she only has 3 units of what she is supposed to have. So 3 units is actually equals to 90. 1 unit of hers at that situation is 30. She is supposed to have 4 at the start. So her 4 unit will therefore be 30 times 4, which is 120. This is how much Abby has at the start. Given that Benny is supposed to have 200 together with Abby, Benny will therefore be at the start have only 80 cards at first. Done. So the final answer is part A. Abby has 120 at first and Benny has 80 at first.